All set. All set. I did a lot today. What I did today, I updated my Patreon. You can go check it out. Let me see if I can pull up my Patreon so I can see what I put on here. Yeah. I don't even know how Patreon works, man. Like, how do I get muns? Not my home. Where's my stuff at? I'm looking for it, don't worry. Now, where's my page? Okay. Okay. Where is my stuff? Here it is. Okay. It's weird how, like, on the Mac it's a little bit different than on the PC. But here you go. It's mostly $5 for stuff, except for the comic, because I realized the comic is a lot more work than I thought it would be. So, I upcharged the comic by $5. So, I posted one comic panel. So, the comic panel is probably going to be a once-a-month situation. Maybe twice a month, depending on how tired I am. The chapters will come out once a month as well. And then the Twitch emotes, I'm going to try to do two sets of Twitch emotes a month. That is my goal. So I have one set for July, which is the Jack set, and then I have and then I got two sets for June, which was the Shmishki and the Sunny Angel. Okay, so I'm almost done with July. I'm halfway done with July. And then I got one panel. Okay, one panel done for comic. This is what the cover page looks like, because on Patreon you can do it cover pages, so this is the cover page. Shut up, YouTube, no one cares. Okay, anyways, before I got rudely interrupted by YouTube, this is the cover page of the comic, The Holy Cat Wars. What it's gonna be about. Well, on the surface, okay, just like Jello-mania. Okay, I don't want to spoil what my brain cells are thinking. So, it's a comic about a priest named Harrington, which is that goober back there, my cat, protecting the border, if I can save that real quick, the border town of Maine. Oh, now you're letting me, okay. I don't know why you didn't let me go here in the first place. A comic about a priest named Harrington protecting the border town of Maine from constant foreign invasions. Well, he and his familiars, Sulfur and Mercury, complete this mission. That is the premise in 2 sentences. And I'm not going to give away too much because I don't want to spoil anything. Now, what is the Holy Cat War main premise is gonna be? You're just gonna have to read it and find out. Read it and find out. If you know anything about, like, the Crusades or the Spanish Inquisition, that's what I'm commenting. Because both things were bad. Like, super bad. And I believe you shouldn't hide behind religion to justify your actions, but that's just me. The same thing when you have, like, a disability or a mental health issue. Like, no, I shouldn't say issue because that's not the right word. Mental health. Okay, you don't blame your mental health or your disability for your behavior. I hate when people use that. Same thing with religion. I hate when people use religion to justify their behavior. And I'm like, no, you're just a terrible person. It's not because you're trans. It's not because you're black. It's not because you're Christian. Okay, it's not because you have depression or anxiety. It's not because you have body dysmorphia. It's not because you're autistic. Okay, that doesn't excuse you from being a jerk. As you can tell, I was very passionate about the Digital Circus ending because I feel like they just threw Jax being trans as like a middle finger, in my opinion, because all the attention was put on Jax. And the writer, Goose Works, was supposed to make you sympathize with Jax.
Yes, JCPenney has summer fashion staples.
And I don't like that. Because Jax is a bona fide jerkwad. And if I was in a Digital Circus and I saw Jax being very rude and disrespectful to me and all of the other characters in the circus, I'm throwing hands immediately. I'm not tolerating that sort of nonsense. I will lock Jax. I will lock Jax in a cage if I have to lock Jax in the cage. And I don't care. I will imprison Jax because he's a jerkwad who hurts other people for literally no reason. And I'm not. Listen. Your gender identity, your sexuality, your whatever happened to you as a kid, okay, does not excuse behavior like that. Especially to people who you just met, or people who are trying to help you, or be your friend. I don't tolerate that kind of behavior. Because I don't sympathize with people who hide behind like, oh, I'm a woman, so you have to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, I'm a man, so you have to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, that's dumb. Stop hiding behind those facts and own up to your actions and take responsibility for your consequences. Okay? Your behavior does not reflect your gender. Your behavior does not reflect your sexuality. Your behavior reflects you as a person, as a human being. Okay? I hope we're all on the same page. But yeah, that's something I don't tolerate. Is like hiding behind mental illness, disability, gender, sexuality, past traumas, religion, to justify your actions to treat others horribly. I don't tolerate that. Because that's no excuse for how you treat people. I'm sorry, I ran on a little tirade. Sorry about that. But that is pretty much what the Holy Cat Wars is commenting about, how you shouldn't use religion as an excuse to justify having a war with another nation. I'm just saying, you shouldn't justify that, alright? Shouldn't justify killing people. If anything, religion should bring us all together and we all sing rainbows and sunshine. But that's not gonna happen this timeline. I'm not saying like all people who are XYZ are bad people. I'm not saying all Christians are bad, or like all people in the LGBTQ community are bad, because I am part of that community. I'm just saying that a specific aspect of who you are shouldn't excuse your behavior, how you treat others, and how you view the world. Because you can control all of that if you were just to go to a mirror and do some soul searching or self-reflection. Okay? Anyways, but that's just me. And my thing is, what do I think of? Give me a moment. There it goes. It went back. Okay, cool. And that's a little tirade. Jello Mania. So Jello Mania is gonna be a novel style. What's it about? It's about. How can I summarize this? Okay, so the whole thing's an allegory, and if you don't understand the allegory, then you need to brush up on your media literacy. As you can see, a lot of the stuff that I do is analogous to something. Alright? Like, for example, Animal Farm is an allegory of communism and capitalism, okay? And I'm just gonna tell you the premise, and if you don't get the allegory, then that's on you, okay? So, the premise of Jelomania is my friend here, the main protagonist, their name is Spring, and they break out of the facility where all the other experimental food creatures are held. Shenanigans happens. And it's just trying to survive in a world that hates you, is the whole premise. So Spring is the Jello person. Fondue is the cheese person. Fondue is really cool. Duchess Candy Crystal, I think it's Crystal Candy, something like that. I can't remember the exact last name. She's pretty cool. She's in the game. And then Birch, Maple Birch, syrup creature. And then we got Waffleton Dragon, which is the little pet. And then we got a sourdough bread dog, which is also a little pet creature. So there's technically 3 in the main ensemble. 4 in the main ensemble, if I can count. Plus, like, 2 pets. And it's just about them escaping the facility to gain freedom and what to do afterwards. Again, this is everything I write and do has intentions and is like it's an allegory for something. And I'll let you decide what the allegory for Jelomania is, because it can have different interpretations depending on who is reading it, which is interesting. I mean, the Great Cat. I should probably call it the Holy Cat Wars. I think that's fine. Or should I just make it crazy? Call it the Great Holy Cat War. Okay, maybe I'll change the name. That one's an obvious allegory. If you can put 2 and 2 together, know your history. This was a little bit more subtle, but it did drop a few hints saying that the main protagonist, Spring, they are a Jello creature escaping a facility. There you go. Okay. So yeah, these are the 2 projects I'm working on currently. And then we got some Twitch emotes that you can either pay for or be a member. You can get all those. So I got the Jax one, Schmishki's, and then Sunny Angel. And let me know what else you want me to do on Patreon, because I can, I don't want you copying that. I can do more. Well, I don't know. Do I have time to do more? I think juggling 2 stories is kind of crazy. Maybe I don't have time to do more. Maybe this is all I can handle for now. We'll see in a minute. Also, if you want to edit any of the chapters of Jelomania, I would appreciate it. I don't have an editor, so I would very appreciate it if a second pair of eyes can look at it and edit, make slight, not like giant changes, but slight changes would be fine. So for $20, you could buy all the collections, or you could become a member, which is $5 a month. Pick your poison.
You said you were over him, but his hoodie is still in your rotation.
Yeah. Check out my Patreon. Music. Yeah. So $5 a month, you unlock everything. $20, you also unlock everything. You know, just pick your poison. I don't really care as long as I get monies. Okay, and this is what my Patreon's called. Alright, top left corner. Cool. Okay, I think I spent enough time talking about my Patreon, what's on it.